Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's a brew day adventure. Alright, so let's get started. I got the grains over here. Matter of fact, I'm going to crank the heat up as we speak because this is going to take me a little bit to warm up because the water and everything was in the garage, so it's like, freezing out there. So, alright, let's get started today. We got a good adventure. Alright, first mate, let's see what we got here. As you can see, you got, ooh yeah, you got that flaked wheat in there. Oh yeah, so we're doing my Eladio's wheat beer. I've done this several times before. It's gone through several different versions. And so what the gist is in the grain system here is we got probably about, well, I'm going to guesstimate because my homebrew shop guy had told me that he was give me a little bit extra in here to, pump up the volume, as they say. So the original, well, the third go at this recipe was 4 pounds of Pilsner, 1 pound of Munich, 1 pound of flaked wheat, 3 pounds, obviously the wheat DME, that's the same, ounce of halito, and an ounce of Tetnang. So the halito goes in at 60 and the Tetnang goes at 10. Now, last time I used Y yeast 1010 American wheat yeast. But this time I'm using this. Let's focus in. Safe Ale K97. I've never heard of this ale yeast before, but it's gonna focus. Come on. It's a dry. Well, I'll tell you. It's not gonna focus for some reason. It's a dry German ale yeast. Characteristics are selected for Belgian-style wheat beers, characterized by good length on the palate. Sedimentation is slow. Sedimentation slow. Attenuation is high. Temperature range 12 to 25 Celsius. Ideally 15 to 20 Celsius. And so, yeah. So, that's what we're going to do. So, once this comes up to temperature, the Capt is going to dough in. Got my green bag in. Got the bigger one because I think the other one with the elasticity, because this is all worn out in it. So this has time to, expand. That's the word I'm looking for, expand. So, the other one is like really tight. So when I pull that green bag out, it's like, especially the way I'm looking at how much grains are in here. It's a pretty big bag, man. Yeah, nice and heavy. Whew. So, hopefully I get it all in the pot, which I'm sure I will. It'll just be tough to do the sparge when I have to lift it up. That's the headroom there. You know what I'm saying? I got to lift it up. I put a little. You've seen me do it before. I'm not going to show you guys all that, but anyway. All right, let's get brewing. All right, guys, we are here. We're sitting at, as you can see, the steam rises, 160. I killed the heat already, but it's still climbing. So, let's see here. I normally try to move it a little bit because it retains so much heat, this pot. It's 161. Well, I don't know. Hopefully when I dough in, it normally goes down always. I want to mash in obviously about 150, 155. But we got a lot of grains, so let's see how we do. Don't want any dough balls. Last time when I did the last brew, as you saw, the Innsmouth Porter, I got some dough balls in there, and it really took me a little bit to really get them out because I was doing it one-handed while I was on the camera. So now I got the tripod over there trying to do something a little bit differently, and it's still a little close, but oh well. All right, so let's see here. Get some more in. I got about 3 gallons of water. I have another gallon right there in another pot for bring that up to the boil while this brew gets going for an hour. And then we'll check the temperature. Sporge. Oh yeah, we're still sitting at 163. Oh well. What am I gonna do? I guess I could have waited, but I want to get this brew on. Will it make beer? Yes, it will. I just will probably let it cool on the stove top for a little bit before I stick it in the oven. Because the oven helps it retain heat.
Crunch.
Yeah, you want some more crunchies? That's the little mate there. Yeah, you want some more crunchies? Yes, please?
No.
No. Hey, live TV, folks. Family man, you know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? Capt has got a brew. All hands on deck. Last bit here. All right. Let's get this all in. I know this ain't the most exciting stuff to watch, but hey, you know, it is what it is, right? It's content for the channel. So give it a like, subscribe, please, share. Cap's been doing this for several years now. And I'm still at the 287 now, subscribers. And I know most of my viewers are not subscribers from looking at the analytics. So it is what it is. But hey, if you do enjoy my content, please sub. Let's get the captain to 1,000 at least. So at least when I am out on my hiking adventures, I can do lives and stuff like that. Lives with my phone. Because obviously, you know how YouTube is. It doesn't let you do anything. That's why I gave up on the lives. I mean, I could do a live brew day, but there we go. We're like 155 now. So, this is really thick. But yeah, I would love to do lives, like on my hikes and stuff like that, out in the woods, but yeah, they don't let you do it. I wonder how long it would take before, I don't know if that magic number, does that, get you there. One more check on the temp, 155, I'm gonna get this in the oven, and I'll bring you back in an hour. Set the timer. Alright, it's been an hour, and I only dropped 1 degree of temperature when I just checked it. It's 149. So, yeah, my sporge water is all boiled up, so I'm going to, you know how that is. I'm going to pull this out and start sporging, and then we'll bring it up to the boil. Alright, there she blows. Wait for this foam to move around a little bit. I'm going to do our first hop drop. I think it's pretty much rolling. I just don't want it hop drop going in. I'm just going to set it in there. What I like to do is, well, when I get a free hand, I'm just going to drape it on the side here and just clip it. So, set it there like that. Hopefully it'll stay for a second. Put our timer on for an hour boil, and that's the first edition of the Eladio, and then bring you back in the last 10 minutes for the next hop drop, which will be the Tetnang, the flavoring hops. It's a simple brew, man. It's going smoothly so far. Hey, what more can you ask for? And I got this fan on, so it's pretty loud. Let me show you. Alright, I just did the last hop drop. 10 ounces of Tetnang. Boom. There it is. Swelling up. 10 minutes on the boil. I put our Irish moss in at 15 minutes as usual. And yeah, then we'll get the wort chiller in here and cool it down, get it in the fermenter, and then we'll take a gravity read. Hey, you know what they always say, right guys? When home brewing, always drink a home brew. Recommend it. But you don't need to do it, but it is recommended. Cheers, guys. Alright, so we did a flame out. I just left that last hot bag in there for now. Do like a little whirlpool thing, whatever. And we got, I just like this, you know, this is how I do it. Just try to get all the wort, as much contact with the wort chiller as possible. And look, I'm going to admit something here. I finally bought the hookup for my kitchen sink. Before I was running a garden hose through the window in order to hook the wort chiller up, because obviously, as you can see, it's that big fitting. So I finally, after like, I don't know, what, 20 brews or so, I finally bit the bullet and spent $5 and, you know, got that. So yeah, we're chilling down. Hopefully, I mean, it doesn't seem like enough pressure, water pressure, as it was when I was using the garden hose from outside, obviously, but this is ice cold right here at the top here, so I know it's working. And yeah, so we're just gonna hopefully get this done within 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll get it transferred with the siphon hose to the fermenter. Alright guys, brew day is done, man. The pot is empty, the pot is clean, and there's a little bit of residual dry malt at the bottom. It always does that, I can never get it out. But, oh man, look at the color. I mean, look at that. Woo! Yeah, and it's cold. I got it down to 80, and then my top-up water was ice cold because it was in the fridge, in the garage. So we're sitting at 14 degrees. That's a little too cold, but I'm going to pitch the yeast anyway once I'm done here. And I'll just put a heating blanket on it. I've got a heating blanket. I'll just wrap around it and turn it on. Then I'll get the temperature back up. But you know what? I'm not worried. I mean, I got to look at the yeast in a minute and see what I think they said 20. So we're like, you know, a couple of grades off. So, yeah. My homebrew shop guy really hooked me up. There's 1050. What we were at, like 1060. I mean, like, we're looking like we're pushing 1070, man. Like, if this ferments out all the way, I'm going to add some yeast nutrient, obviously, if I remember. I keep forgetting about that, too. But, I'm going to get an accurate reading and write it down. But we're looking at, like, 10 to... I can't see it. 1060. There's 1060, and we're way above that. I can't see what the heck we're at. 2, 4, 6, 8. And let me just get off here. It's hard to see if it's 1070 or not. But we're close to 1070, so it's 1068, 1070, man. Wow, is she going to be a big beer? He hooked me up, man. Whoa. This might come out to about 6.5%, 7% again. Wow. Well, the captain needs it, right? We're working hard here at the homestead here. So, yeah, I'm going to clean up, rinse all this stuff off, and... Alright, guys, the yeast is pitched. Cheers to that. Now, she's sitting at... Yeah, 14. The yeast recommends 15, ideally 15 to 20 Celsius. So, like I said, I'm going to go put a heating blanket on this right now in the closet. Get that heat a little bit, you know, get this warmed up a little bit. Because, like I said, the top-up water was pretty cold. I guess I got to start maybe, alright, so maybe if I need 10 degrees, so let's figure, stop it at like 90 or 100. When the temperature gets that after I wort chill, and then when the temperature gets down to maybe about 100 to 90, if my top of water is super cold, then I know that, boom, I'll hit that 20 mark that I want. But I got no worries. I put some yeast nutrient in. I got the yeast in. We're ready to go. Bubbler in. So check back in 2 weeks when we do the final gravity. So I'm calling this at 1066. So 1066, we'll see what we ferment out to. I'm hoping a nice low number. Get this thing to be as high ABV as possible. Because like I said, he hooked me up with some more grains in there. I mean, I could tell that bag was pretty heavy. And even when it was really it actually took 3.5 gallons of top-up water because something like that. I guess it's the oats. Them oats, man, they really suck up the wort. So when you pull the bag out, it's like the water drops and it's all stuck inside your grains. I topped up or sparged with a gallon of water, brought it up to whatever the hell it was. I don't, normally it brings it up about 4 gallons, but I don't know. And then you get the boil-off effect and all that stuff. So all that science behind it, whatever. So I think it's still going to be a rockin' brew. So we're going to see what happens. All right, guys. So remember, what the captain and the first mate always say: let's set sail.